black up in here inside the paint, and Ben Crump has a lot to talk about. As you guys know, they are coming for our black leaders. They are coming for anybody that is trying to get justice for Nolan Wells. How do you claim you are on the side of Nolan Wells and you want justice for Nolan Wells, but the people that are trying to get justice for Nolan Wells, you want to silence them, you want to threaten them, you want to make up all these type of lies about them? Honey, that don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. So I came across this video, and they're doing an interview with Ben Crump, and he's addressing everything. And guess what, y'all? That audio that we heard, thank God for the black engineer lady that came and did God's work and revealed it all to the whole world, what was going on in that audio call behind the scenes. Yes, yes, yes. Ben Crump is going to get experts in audio to unravel all of that, and they're going to be going to jail. Yeah, we're going to get some arrests made. Trust and believe that, okay? So I'm going to do some reaction, if y'all don't mind. So let's hear what's going on, okay? I'm going to remove this, put this up in here. I would love to hear what you guys have to say. Let me know if y'all hear me good, too. Let's go.
I'm happy to have you, my man.
Thank you, sir. Pleasure to be with you.
Ah, man, it's a pleasure having you. I mean, it's so much I want to ask you. It's so much I want to get into. I know you're a busy guy, so I don't want to take up that much of your time. Nolan Wells, for the people that's unfamiliar with that case, can you break that down?
Certainly. Nolan Wells was an 18-year-old black teenager who, on 4th of July, was celebrating with his friends, and he went out on Horn Island. He went with his 3 other friends, at least what we have in the photograph, and they were young white teenagers. He was the only black teenager. And somehow they all came back home safely on the 4th of July, but Nolan Wells did not come home. His mother, their families announced that he was missing. They were, out of their mind with concern. And then his body was found washed up on shore 2 days later, face down, dead. And so then everybody started to try to say, well, what happened? When you look at the videos, there were 300, 400 people out there. And what we've been saying, somebody knows something.
That's
somebody
right.
saw something. There was a young lady named Katie who said that, she was talking to Nolan, but then he got back on the boat with the people he came with, or got back on the boat with the boys. And the boys who were on the boat with him said, Nolan said he was going to stay behind with Katie, and that he was not.
Ooh, somebody lying. Press 2 if you guys want Katie to come out here and do some interviews. Katie, you got to clear your name, girl. The white boys are saying the last time they saw Nolan, Nolan had you in his arms, that he was cradling you. Is that how you getting down, Katie? You don't know Nolan. You just met Nolan. Didn't y'all say y'all just met somebody and then his ass is cradling you? Now let the white boy say, he was drunk while doing this and he was on them sugar boogers. And I can't understand for the life of me what family would leave their family members that's 18 drunk with a strange girl on Horn Island, okay, drugged up, and he's drunk. I want to know, would y'all leave an 18-year-old black boy with a white girl on Horn Island in Mississippi with all them white people? Do you think that's safe for a black boy to be left alone with a white woman on Horn Island in Mississippi on 4th of July at 4 p.m. with no phone, no keys? Press 7 if hell no, that ain't safe. That ain't safe. You gonna be in Horn Island with a stranger, a white woman named Katie? Hell nah. Something up. I wouldn't trust it.
Want to go back with them. One of the things that has been bewildering is the fact that if he says he's going to stay behind, why doesn't an 18-year-old get their cell phone?
That's
if
right.
they're not going to go with the boat, why would they leave it with them? His mother, called his phone 3 times, got no answer after they started getting concerned. And it was when they did the Life 360, trying to say, find my phone, is when she found out that the phone was with the friends. And so her friend went to get the phone. And when they got the phone back, they discovered that there.
So we didn't know this. Nolan's mom was calling Nolan back to back. Y'all see the mama calling Nolan phone. You hear Nolan phone ringing. And what they do, ignore it. They try to, what we going to do? How we going to do it? That's why possibly they called the lifeguard earlier that night, because they already knew, how are they going to explain this? How are they going to get rid of murder? How? Honey? You could have picked the damn phone up and say, hey, Miss Wells, I have Nolan's phone. We left his ass on the island with this Katie girl. We don't know who she is, but we left him on the island. And he's drugged up and he's on some drugs. Tell her the truth. That's y'all MO. That's what y'all saying out here in these streets. Sound crazy as hell, considering he had to be on what y'all say, some type of football practice on Monday, and he always got tested for drugs, and he never did drugs or alcohol. Oh, somebody lied. The white boys versus Katie. The white boys versus Nolan Wells. Why is it always the white boys versus somebody? Everybody can't be the damn problem. And I wonder, do you think they got the white girl threatened? I think they threatening Katie not to speak. Yeah, I think they threatening her not to speak. Cause why she not out here like really, really speaking? Something up with that Katie girl and all of them. Something up.
A lot of Snapchat messages that were deleted. They also found that there were some texts deleted. So that was very concerning to them as they're trying to figure out, what happened to my child? Our child is dead and we have no answers. Nobody's telling us anything. And so it became just an incredibly painful ordeal for them trying to find out what happened to Nolan Wells. And then America became engaged in this matter because it wasn't adding up to anybody. He says, I'm going to stay behind, but he leaves his cell phone. He doesn't have his car keys. Well, if he's staying behind and you don't have...
Ooh, now you know damn well, if you make a decision to stay behind, you're going to make a decision to get your car keys. You're going to make a decision to get your cell phone. He's 18, right? Come on now. If you stand behind and everybody about to go and your shit is in a car, you're going to make a sound decision and say, okay, I need my keys. I need my car. Even if you drive off with my shit, you're going to turn the spot. You're going to spin the block and say, hey, you left your phone and you left your keys. Hell, they had enough time to tell Nolan, hey, your phone and your keys, considering they had boat trouble and they didn't even leave the time they wanted to leave. They had to leave, 30 minutes later or an hour and 30 minutes later because they was having boat trouble because they were supposed to leave around 3 or something like that. Or I don't know when they were supposed to leave, but they were supposed to leave, but they didn't leave the time. They were supposed to leave because they stayed because allegedly boat trouble. Then after the boat call, they said that they stayed there 30 minutes and then decided to drive off. Okay, and I know during that boat call, when Warren was on the phone, Nolan body was on that damn boat, dead or unconscious, baby. I believe he was dead. I believe that Nolan was like, give me back my phone, give me back my phone, okay? And y'all got into it with him. I don't know if Bart got into it with him over a goddamn phone. Somebody got to him over the phone. I'm assuming it's Bart. I'm assuming it's Bart. And then that's when y'all came up with this alibi and came up with Bart was trying to help y'all. No. Everybody was saying, damn it, Bart. Dang, Bart. Like, you ain't have to hit whole boy like that. You ain't have to do Nolan like that. It wasn't that serious, Bart. So now everybody got to rally up to their white boy, to the NFL player Bart, to his defense, to his aid, okay? Because they going to stick together. Ooh, press one if white folks stick together, baby. Do they stick together? Huh? Look at the damn Republicans. That is a sound breaker for you. Anytime a Republican do something horrible, when it comes to molest, they known for pedophile, right? They known for pedophile, just like in the Catholic Church, known for those pedo shit, but they stick behind each other, right? Just like that Trump and them Epstein. Y'all know Trump is on them Epstein's file list, but they stick together. They don't throw each other out. They don't hold each other accountable. They lie and they cover for each other. That's how they get down. That is the core of them all. If one person unalive the black boy, okay, we all gonna protect our own. That's just how it is, honey. All right, should we know that play? Then they're going to try to come out here like they're not like that. And anytime we expose the truth and we say, nah, that's this and that's that, then they want to accuse us of racism and they want to play the damn victim. You can't play that bullshit with me. It only works on the Republican blacks, the blacks that want to be down with y'all so bad. Okay? Let's go.
Into that information, people are saying, did he stay behind? And so that becomes a question. And, you know, obviously there's this CETO audio that comes out that people have did forensic audio engineering on it to try to see what was being said on the audio recording of the CETO kind of 911 type call. And it's in that call that people say they hear certain things. We have retained audio engineering experts to be able to decipher and to render expert opinions on the validity of the CETO 911 audio that seems to suggest things about the presence of Nolan. And so we are trying not to speculate, we're trying to investigate, but we are asking questions that don't add up to us. And that's what everybody's been doing, because everybody says, how can this 18-year-old college football player who's in tip-top shape just go missing and nobody knows anything? Nobody's seen anything. And the sheriff was saying, you know, hours after he was discovered, his dead body, they claimed that, you know, that no foul play, accidental drowning is what they suggest. And his family are saying, we can't accept that when you make that conclusion without doing no investigations. And so what they want is a full, impartial, fair investigation into what happened to Nolan Wells. You know, in our community, we see people investigated very zealously. And so we want the same thing for our children. We want them to zealously investigate this matter, just as if they would if the roles were reversed. And that's what I think has people And
Hold on. Wait, I got a white woman into my chat. She's attacking us, you guys. It is a white woman attacking me, talking about Nolan not on the boat. Nolan was on that boat during that phone call. Okay? You don't have any proof that Nolan was not on that damn boat. You're a liar. You are a liar and the truth not in you. We heard everybody saying Nolan in the background. Nolan was on that damn boat during the phone call. Now, did y'all transport Nolan's body off that damn boat? Maybe you did. But during that phone call with Warren calling those 911, the boat told people and talking about the boat is sinking, which is a damn lie. The boat was never sinking, which is a lie. Nolan's body was on that damn boat. Okay? Now that's the truth. And God used that black woman to expose the truth. And you mad about that. Talking about Nolan's too busy with Katie. We talked to Katie. Katie said that Nolan was not busy with her. Okay? We talked to Katie. Have you talked to Katie? Have Katie came out and told you that she was busy getting it on with Nolan? No. Stop your lies. Stop lying on that poor white little girl. Stop this lady. You're speculating. You speculating his ass was not on a boat, which is a damn lie. How you keeping this wild shit? Horrible lady. You are spreading the lies. No, you spreading the damn lies, okay? Like you always spreading the lies. Honey, I'm going to get your ass together. I'm going to get her together every time. I don't give a damn about the trolls in the comments section. Let them come. No, don't block her ass because I need to set them straight. If I block them, I'm not going to be able to set their ass straight. I want to set them straight. I'm not afraid of them. I'm not afraid of none of them. Do you understand what I'm saying? Don't block them. Don't block them.
Minority community saying, hello, we want to know what's on everybody's phone. We want to know social media because all of that could become very relevant information as to what happened to Nolan Wells.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but the woman that Nolan was hanging out with when he was at the island, Katie, her sister, Gracie, came out and said that Nolan intended to go back to the mainland with his friends, right?
Yeah.
Did you hear that, white lady? Did you hear that? Katie said that Nolan was intended to get back on that boat with his white boys to go back to the mainland. Did you hear that? Huh? I know you got selective hearing. You don't want to hear the truth. You just want to hear what the white liar boy said. Come on now. I'm sorry I have to break the news to you, boo, but they lied to you too. I know you don't want to believe them, but you don't want to believe the truth, but they lied to you. Just like they lie to everything else.
There seems to be a conflict in what they're saying. They said he stayed with the young lady. The young lady said, no, he got back on the boat. And so, that seems to be one of the biggest issues that everybody is trying to figure out, as well as the independent autopsy where he had red discoloration at the back of his brain that was found in the second autopsy.
Oh my God, red discoloration in the back of his head because I believe they busted him in his head and they bruised him in the back of his head. Press 2 if you do believe that they attacked him in his head, y'all. I believe they attacked him in his throat and they attacked him in his head. Press 2 if you believe that too, okay? You have a right to believe what you believe, okay? Yes, you do. You have a right to believe what you believe. We all do. So that's what I believe. And the Mississippi investigation, when they was looking at his body, they didn't even look at the back of Nolan's head. Did you know that? And I'll tell you why they didn't look in the back of Nolan's head. Because they're looking to try to say this is a drowning. They're looking to try to say the white boys are innocent. They're looking to try to say it was foul play and Nolan did it for himself. When they're investigating, y'all, they're not investigating fairly. They're investigating because they're trying to figure out How can we blame this shit on Nolan? How can we make it where the black people did it to themselves? How can we pin this off on the white boys, right? So when the second observation, they looking at everything. They're looking at the back of his head, his whole body, because they're really investigating. And that's why they found it. That's why the Mississippi State didn't, because they didn't even look at the back of his head. They didn't look. They was only trying to look for excuses to say this was a drowning. That's it. That's all, folks.
And also the fact that the initial state medical examiner kept possession of Nolan Wells' throat. And we don't know why they did that. Our pathologist, Dr. Roger Mitchell, said when he was the chief medical...
Y'all don't know why they did that? I know why they did it. Press one if you know why they did it. They did it because at the time, it would expose that somebody strangled him. It would expose that it was foul play. So they're going to have to keep it so it can, the evidence can disappear. If they give it enough time, when they give you back the throat and the stomach content, you won't be able to tell shit because it's been too long already. They're using time as a weapon. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's all that was. You know damn well we wanted my son's throat. Give me back my throat. Give me back Nolan's throat. They up here hostage, having Nolan's throat as hostage. Just taking his stomach organs, y'all. That's what they're doing. They are playing a nasty, crooked game. That's what they're doing. And they're giving you their ass to kiss. Because they not replying. They ain't speaking up. They're not trying to console the community. Hey, I thought we were all Americans. Isn't Nolan Wells an American? Press one if Nolan Wells is an American. We are all Americans. And we Americans are fed up with the bullshit when it comes to black Americans. Okay? So, honey, take that to the bank.
Examiner for the city of Washington, D.C., that they normally would do that it wasn't uncommon if they suspected that there might be some fracture or some compressions to the throat.
So after y'all did the autopsy, from what you know, what do you believe that was on the back of his neck?
We can't speculate. We know that we think Dr. Roger Mitchell should have the benefit of looking at all the autopsy notes and observations and photographs from the first autopsy, and then have, the state medical examiner be able to look at all of his notes from the second autopsy and try to work together to figure out what conclusions that they can draw from the autopsies, both of them. And then also waiting for toxicology. That becomes a factor in finding out the manner and cause of death. But Dr. Mitchell said, and this is very, very important, he said, if it's a drowning, then that still doesn't answer the whole question of what happened to Nolan Wells, because he said then there are questions about, was Nolan Wells' condition of his body conscious or unconscious when he went into the water? Furthermore, he said, did he go into the water
unconscious because they did something to him on that damn boat? It's in the audio. And you see how the white woman came up here talking about the audio wasn't real. Nolan was not on that damn boat. She's delusional. They are delusional and confused. Nolan was on that damn boat. He was unconscious. He was dead. And I don't know if they threw his ass off the damn boat, because I heard somebody say, help me pick him up, something like that. Or did they transfer him to another boat? We know that the white people, their family members knew about it. Grandfather Jerry knew about it. Wyatt's father knew about this. So hell, they got people up there on Horn Island. Remember, Horn Island, it's a small community. Everybody knows everybody. Okay? And they got they get signal on there. If they got signal to tell their grandpa what's going on, they got signal to tell their daddy what's going on. They got signal to tell whoever they needed to tell what was going on that damn boat. For the grandfather to call the people to say, hey, Captain, we don't need the Coast Guard to come out there. Now that's strange. You got 7 kids in the ocean and 31 foot of water, and you don't want the Coast Guard to come and save your kids when the boat is sinking, and you got 7 kids on there, 7 kids that's been drinking, full of alcohol, and they're not conscious, and the boat is sinking, and they said it takes 10 or 15 minutes for the boat to sink. Come on now. And we heard the background. Ain't nobody did they sound like they was about to die? Ain't nobody in the background sound like they was about to die from no sinking ass boat. Warren didn't even sound like he about to die from a sinking boat. Warren was just irritated and drunk as hell. Okay? So it was all bull crap, like they been telling us. All this shit is theatrics to them. It's all a game to them, okay?
Unforced or forced. He said all those things become factors.
Makes a lot of sense. And I know his friend Warren Hudson, he came out with an interview where he made a statement about how Nolan, he was drinking liquor on the boat. You heard about that?
Well, we don't know. We want the toxicology to come. We know when you hear the CTO audio call, it appears that there was some intoxication. But again, toxicology can tell us that. And people's firsthand eyewitness testimony can tell us that. We want answers. You know, as I've said over and over again, I am for truth, no matter who it implicates or who it exonerates. I am for justice, no matter who it convicts or who it acquits. And I am certainly for transparency, so all of us can see. And we have trust in the system that this was a fair, impartial, and complete investigation.
Well, I'm sorry, Ben, but this ain't a fair, complete investigation at all. It is rigged, the system is rigged, and it makes us have less hope than we already had. Okay? Was this investigation fair to y'all? Press 2 if it was fair. Press 9 if it was not fair at all. Okay? Now, some people wanted me to open up the phone lines, and I'll do just that, but I tell you one thing, I need y'all to hurry up and call in, all right? So hurry up, call in. Let's talk about it for a second, but I need you guys to hurry it up. I don't have time for y'all to wait around, okay? So I just dropped the pin in the comment section. I'm going to pin it up. I just pinned it. So if y'all going to come up here and have a conversation or give your opinion or questions, hurry up. Please hit that link. I urge you to do so right now, okay? Right now.
That's what everybody would want if this was their child.
That's right. That's right. That is Ben Crump, ladies and gentlemen. That's Ben Crump. Does anyone believe Ben Crump can make it out of elementary school? You know what? Let me tell you something. You don't go after a black man like this. First of all, he's doing the hard work and God is using him to get justice for those that do not receive justice in America, hasn't received justice in America since we came over here, okay? And see, that person is trying to say Ben Crump is stupid and he can't read. Hell, Donald Trump, his ass ain't smart and he's your president, okay? Far from intelligent. So please miss me on the bull crap. Okay? He's a race baiter ambulance chaser. That's some shit that y'all made up. He is getting justice for black people who do not receive justice when it comes to white supremacy. Tell me who else gonna stand up to the white supremacists? Or what is it? White supremacists don't exist in America? Racism doesn't exist in America? That's the bullshit you want us to believe? Those lies? No, 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 no. Press 1 if racism is still alive and well in America. But because we call it out, because we say racism exists and it's alive and well, if you say that, then you become a race baiter. Bullshit. You don't want to hear the truth. You don't want to hear the truth. Whew. Man, I tell you. Man, I tell you. And talk about, yeah, your IQ. Honey, please. Y'all can't even compete with the Asians, okay? Yeah, that part. Shit. Like white people.